the lessons.
Hi, my dear learners. You are welcome to today's lesson. I'm Sarah Ewisiwa Cranton, your maths facilitator. It's Basic 5 Maths on the topic numbers. This is our third lesson on numbers. What do we want to achieve today? Let's go through the objectives. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to represent numbers on the place value charts and also find the value of numbers. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to represent numbers on the place value charts and also find the value of numbers. So this is our objectives for today. Before we move to the main lesson, you are given an assignment. Can we have a look at it? You are to write the amount. These are the token currencies. 200, 200, 200, and then 100. I hope when you added everything, you had 700. That's good. So 200, 600, and then plus 100, that will give you 700. And the next one, we have our 1 CD notes here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. When you add everything, you should get 4 Ghana cedis. And the last one, this is 50 cedis, 100, 100, 100. So 3 of the hundreds will give us 300 plus 50, and that is 350 Ghana cedis. I believe you had everything correct. That's good. That's good. Now, today's lesson. We are going to represent numbers on the place value chart and then find value of numbers. Find the value of numbers. Okay, so place value and value of numbers. Learners, say something small about our number system in Ghana. With the number system, we deal with base 10. So when you are counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, as soon as we hit 9, the place changes. So when we start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When we get to 10, we have to come here to the tens place. Then you start. Let's count in tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Then you move to the next place, which is the hundreds. We skip counting in hundreds. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. And then we move to the next place, which is thousands. So this is how the number system works. So we have our ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, millions, 10 millions, 100 millions, billions. This is what we are going to use. This is what we use today. All right. With the ones over here, those ones on the place value chart, we will not write the ones like this. We will represent this with the letter O. So let's write our O. So the ones here, we will write the O. So this represents our ones on the place value chart. Now the tens, we will represent it with letter T, capital letter T. That is our tens. And then the hundreds with capital letter H. Capital letter H. And the thousands, TH. And the 10,000s, TTH. Millions with letter M. $10 million, TM. $100 million, HM. And then the billions, capital letter B. So learners, when you see O on the place value chart, it represents ones. When you see T, tens, H, that is the hundreds, TH, thousands, TTH, 10,000s, M, millions, TM, 10 millions, HM, 100 millions, and then B, you have billions. And this is how the chart looks like. We have our billions. Let's begin with the ones. We have the ones. So from 0 up to 9, this is the place. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As soon as we move to 10, the place changes. Then we bring it here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. When we get to 100, the place changes. It means we will write it here. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Then we move to the thousands place. That is when we get to 1,000. So 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. Then we move to 10,000. You see, that is how our number system works. Base 10. I want you to copy this into your exercise book to serve as a guide. You have just a minute to do that. Okay, learners, can we proceed? Yes. Represent the following numbers on the place value chart. Represent the following numbers on the place value chart. We have the first one. This is 5,123. Learners, with the representation, when you are given a number like this, let's count. How many digits do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. It means we're going to create 4 columns. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the number of digits that we have here. Now let's label the chart. You must always start from your extreme right. So the first one is this O. What does it mean? This is the ones, tens, hundreds, and then thousands. Ones, tens, hundreds, and thousand. Now let's represent this number on the place value chart. If you want to represent numbers on the place value chart, always begin with the number at the extreme right. Don't start from here. Begin with the last number. So the last digit over here is 3. So this 3 will be here. And then the 2 will also be under the tens. The 1 will be under the hundreds column. And the 5 will be at the thousands column. We have represented this number on the place value chart. So you have 5,123. 5,123. So the 3 here is under the ones column. We have the T. The 2 is under the tens column. 1 under the hundreds column. And then the 5 under the thousands column. If we are to expand this number, just as we did in the previous lesson, this 5,123, this will give us 500. You write the first one and assume the rest to be zeros. So 3 zeros. So our 5 with 3 zeros will be 5,000. That is why the 5 is under the thousands column. And then the 1 here, you write 1 and assume the rest of the digits to be zeros. So 1 with 2 zeros will be 100. That is why we have the 1 under the hundreds column. Then the next digit, which is 2. When we expand the 2 and then we assume this 3 to be 0. So we'll get 20. And 20 is 2 tens. 2 tens will give us 20. That is why the 2 is under the tens column. And the last one, which is 3. And we know that 3 is for the ones. I hope you are following. Let's move to the next example. You will understand it better. We have 6,785,936. Let's count the number of digits that we have here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It means we should create 7 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And with the naming, we should always start from our extreme right here. So we have our O, which we all know it is the ones. We have our tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000, and then M, which is millions. So let's begin to write the numbers under there on the place value charts. So we still begin with the last digits. So begin with the last digits. So we have the last digit to be 6. So the 6 will be under the ones. And then 3, the next digit is 3. Good. The next one is 9 under the hundreds column. We have 5. The next is 8. We have 7. And then 6. This is how we represent numbers on the place value charts. Okay. So the same thing. If you want to expand, you write your 6, you assume the rest to be zeros. So how many zeros after the 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 with 6 zeros is under the millions column. So this is 6 million. The next is 7. Assume the rest to be zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 with 5 zeros is 700,000. 8 with 4 zeros will be 80,000. And then we have the 5. How many zeros? Learners. 1, 2, 3 is 5,000. And the 9 with 2 zeros is 900. We have 3 with 1 zero is 30. So it will be under the tens column. 3 tens. 3 times 10 is 30. So 3 tens. 3 of the tens is 30 over here. And our last digit, which is 6, that is under the ones column. Okay, learners, I want you to represent this number on the place value chart using all the techniques. The chart has been drawn for you. Write the numbers, the digits under there. They are right places for me. You have just 30 seconds to do it. Well done, learners. Now let's represent the number together on the place value chart. So just as I said, you count the number of digits that you are working with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this should tell us that we are dealing in billions. Yes. So we begin with the last digits over here. You start from your extreme right. So we have the 1, the 0 will be under the ones column. The next digit is 1. We have 3, 6, 9, 8, 4, 2, 5, and then 1. This is how we represent numbers on the place value chart. Don't worry, in our next lesson, we will learn how to read and then write numbers. We will learn how to read and write numbers. So this number over here, in our next lesson, I'll teach you how to read and then write the numbers in both words and then in figures. Okay. We have this. Write the value of the underlined digits. Write the value of the underlined digits. Write the value of the underlined digits. The first one, we have this. It has been underlined. Can you see that on your screen? Yes, this very one has been underlined. We are going to write the value of that digit. And to write that, how do we do it? Learners, quickly write the underlined digits. So here we have 1. And assume the rest of the digits to be zeros. So if this is 1, how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's count the zeros that we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is the value? We have 100, 100,000. 100,000. When you start writing indicating the places, this will be for ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, and here will be 100,000. That is why we have this underlined 1 over here to be 100,000. That is it. It's not difficult at all. Let's do the next one. We have 5 and then 3. We have underlined 5 and 3. What is the value of the 5? Underlined 5 over here. So we're going to write the 5 and assume the rest of the digits to be zeros. So how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zeros. And so this 5 will be 500,000. This is our ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 100,000, and then 10,000, and then 100,000. So we have the 5 here to be 500,000. Now the 3, the underlined 3 over here. What is the value? Let's write the 3 and then assume the rest of the digits after the 3 to be zeros. So 1, 2. So learners, what do you think is the value for this underlined digits over here? It's 300. This is ones, 100 ones, tens, and then hundreds. So this 3 over here is 300. Let's look at something over here. Yes, this is 3. Look at the first digit over here. This is also 3. The value of this 3 is not the same as this. Why? Because they are in different or at different places. The value of this 3 is different from the value of the underlined 3 over here. I hope you agree with me. Yes, the 3 over here is in hundreds place. So we have zeros, we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000, and then the rest. Each digit here has its own place. The digits over here, they have their own place. So this 3 is not the same as this 3 over here. The value are not the same because they are at different places. Okay. Now the third one. We have underlined 5 and then 6. What is the value of this 5? We have 0, tens, hundreds, thousands, 100, 10,000s, 100,000s. So we write 5 and assume the rest of the digits to be zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it means we're going to have 50 million. 50 million. The underlined digit here is 50 million. Now let's look at that of the 6. Write the 6 and then assume the rest of the digits to be zeros. So this will give us 600. So whenever you are asked to write the value of an underlined digit, just write the places on top, the value. So here we have the zeros, tens, hundreds, thousands, and so on and so forth. I hope you have enjoyed today's lesson. Before I leave, I have an assignment for you. Yes. So this is the assignment. Write the value of the underlined digits. Write the value of the underlined digits. You have 3, 5, 9, 0, and then 1. You are going to write the value of all the underlined digits over here. So quickly copy it into your exercise book. Yes, we have 1 here. Add it to it. Do it. And then when we meet again next time, I'll give you the answers. You compare it with yours and then you mark it. right. It's been nice having you here. Until we meet again, I have always been your maths facilitator, Sarah Ewusiwa Cranton.